This is my bulldog resting. Run here, and kind of first thing in the morning after got some reading done, then gotta get back home, deal with this, my version of a beard, which is pretty unimpressive. Gotta get that cleaned up because I gotta hop on a podcast at 10, and once I'm done with that, finish up some work here and then run out, do some appointments, just rock and roll. So pumped. Hope you guys are awesome. So doing a little training today with my sidekick Gina Rose. There she is. Whoa. Are you camera shy? Gina Rose. Gina Rose. Gina, she's cute. Look at her face. She looks very serious right now. Hey vlog, it is Saturday and down here in Lakewood area doing a yoga seminar, and part of the deal is we have to bring 5 fruits and 5 flowers. So there we go. There's that. Sunday evening, it's about 5:40, 5:45-ish. Headed back home from Denver and did a yoga sort of seminar initiation thing, and that was an all weekend thing, so it was good, intense stuff, great information, and headed back home because got to get rocking and rolling and get some food in me. I usually start eating at 6 and it takes me till, this is gonna sound weird, but it takes me until like 7 to finish eating usually, and I'm not obviously eating that entire time, but more or less. So the majority of my calories are consumed in the evening to kind of load up for the next morning for swim practice, so that I have plenty of fuel going into that. So yeah, so gonna again hit the food from 6 to 7, relax for about a half hour, and then head to bed, get up about 4 o'clock and just get ready to basically hit it for this next week. I'm super pumped. I'm excited for this next week. Great things to come. There's always great things to come. Sometimes I know what those are, and other times I just have faith that things are going to be great things are going to pop up. So anyway, hope you have that faith too. Know there's good things in your future, whether things look bright or not so bright. Hey, there's a brighter day ahead, so always remember that. What does this lucky tea pouch have to teach us? When you become part of the universe becomes part of you. Oh! Good morning, this is how we do it. Wakey, wakey, super early. Oh boy, let's get her done. This is the look of me after a crazy intense swim practice. So this guy that swam with us for a while last year, he hasn't been around in a while. He had an injury and some different things, so I haven't seen him in like 4 months. And he popped back in the pool with us today, which I was pumped about. His name is Jeff. He's like a Div 1 swimmer at yeah, that's right, Division 1 swimmer at Ohio State. And so needless to say, the guy is ridiculously fast, and I had one heck of an intense swim today, so I'm super grateful because I love being challenged, and it definitely was a challenge, but holy Moses. I'm going to go inside and drink some water and an electrolyte drink and probably all kinds of other stuff and foam roll and any other modality I can possibly think of because I need a little bit of help to recover. So that's how my morning started out. I'm pumped. Great morning, but whoo, intense. So today is apparently plant day, flower day. I got my lovely smoking hot foxy wife some flowers, and now I need to go to the store and buy a pot to replant a bamboo, and like an indoor bamboo plant. If you can't tell already, I don't know much about plants, and I kind of neglected this bamboo plant a little bit, so it's got like leaves that are yellow and stuff at the moment. I think it just needs to be repotted, but yeah, we're gonna go to the store and see if I can pull this off. This is the longest lasting plant I've had by far. I think I've had it for like, gosh, at least 2 years, which is like phenomenal for me. So we're gonna see if we can't go to the store and get a tune out of this trombone and yeah, make the plants happy. Okay, so here is what I collected at the store. Got this to replant the plant I have not kept the best care of. And then I got this. I would love to say it was not an impulse buy, but that would be a lie. So here we go. Gonna go inside, replant, and yeah, see how it turns out. This is my bulldog resting. Rat. So I had an interesting thing pop up this week. You may have seen my whole plant horticulturist attempt, repotting a plant that I kind of let get away from me a little bit, and so it wasn't in the healthiest of shape. And what's interesting is, you know, I didn't really notice until some of the leaves were having issues. They were not green. Generally, plants like that should be green. They were turning yellow-ish, and I thought to myself, probably not a good sign. And so I went ahead and bought like a bigger plant, because I've had this thing for actually like 2 or 3 years, something like that. So I bought a bigger pot, some soil, different things of this nature, came back and started going to work with it. And when I pulled everything out of kind of the old pot, I realized how rotten the roots were, and they were just rotting because they didn't have enough fuel. Basically, the soil was old and couldn't get enough water in there and moisture because the plant had grown too big, and so it was basically like suffocating. And so I felt like, again, reaffirmed that I'm not the best person in the world with owning plants. But I also was thinking about how much we can have things in our businesses and our lives through many aspects that start to look not quite right on the surface. And a lot of times we feel like, oh, I just need to take care of that one sort of yellow leaf. And the reality might be that if we really dig down into it, that's just, again, symptomatic of the fact that maybe there's some rotten roots down there. And a lot of this, you know, I've been here a lot, you know, trying to change maybe specific behaviors or actions or maybe some thoughts that we have, but they're outward manifestations, not recognizing that beneath the surface maybe there are some rotten roots, and we really need to get down to just sort of replanting things and making sure we're taking care of things at the deepest level so that the things that are at the surface can thrive as well. But if we're always just dealing with the surface level stuff and not getting to the root where we really need to feed and nourish and engage, we're not going to get the type of results. We're not going to get, and if we do get results, it's going to be very transient and it's going to disappear pretty quickly. And so I was just thinking about how much that reminded me to check the roots, check the root structure, making sure that I'm not getting caught up in surface level stuff and just trying to take care of that and get it out of the way because I don't really have time, but really looking at getting to the root of things and making sure that I'm taking care of that. So maybe that'll be helpful for some of you guys too. And catch you later. Peace.